If you've been trying to flatten your stomach or cinch your waist and it's just not working, then this is the perfect video for you. Today, I'm going to share with you the mistakes that so many of us are making that are holding us back from seeing noticeable changes, what to do instead that you can do right from the comfort of home. No gym membership, no equipment. You don't even need a yoga mat. So first thing I want to address is that just random ab workouts, doing a bunch of crunches or planks is not really going to work the deep core muscles, and it's also not going to help with the metabolism as well. Of course, with our core, it really is 2 points. It's the muscles that we want to be working, and the correct muscles that we want to work is called the TVA, transverse abdominis. It's like a corset that is a God-given, universe-given gift that we received that really works to pull and cinch everything in. So really pulling in from 360 degrees, as well as helping to flatten down the front. Most things that a lot of ab exercises do, they're really just targeting the rectus abdominis, which is the superficial like six-pack muscle, which you want to work that a little bit, but for most of us, the TVA, especially if we've ever been through a pregnancy, is where we really need to focus. Then, of course, when it comes to the fat that's on top of the belly, being mindful of what we're eating and a calorie deficit is great. I personally love doing little bursts of HIIT cardio to really amp up my metabolism, create the afterburn effect, and help the body to burn more calories on autopilot for up to 2 days post-workout. I'm going to show you a quick little teaser routine that you can do right now, straight out of our brand new Trim Core 2.0 challenge that just launched, so you can get a little taste of what it's all about. If you want to see the full routine, it's on the next page, and it is our 15-minute Trim Core 2.0 routine that is already helping thousands of women around the world feel their abs the next day and are starting to get noticeable results already. So first thing we want to start with is some TVA prep work. We can do this with the TVA breath or the stomach vacuum. In Trim Core 2.0, I start you off with just the breath work that really teaches you how to actually activate your core. And what I love about this is you can do it anytime, anywhere, literally when you're brushing your teeth, driving your car. This is something you can be consciously practicing to really help to create that mind-muscle connection, get all the neurons firing in your muscle fibers so that when you go to do the ab work, it's actually working the right area. So let's put a hand on our belly here. So on the lower belly, the upper belly. And the first thing you want to do, which is hard for so many of us, is just let the belly go. A lot of us are naturally walking around sucking in or holding the belly in, which actually is not great for our posture, not great for our core or pelvic floor. So instead, I'm going to teach you how, if you want your stomach to look great, you're going to do this breath and really keep breathing throughout the day in that way. It's going to be a lot better. So inhale, relax the belly, let everything be soft. Then as you exhale, think about these two sides here pulling in and flattening as if you've got a tight pair of jeans and you're zipping it up. So it's pulling in, the rib cage pulling in, and you're doing all of this without excessively arching or tucking the pelvis. And you'll be able to press down and feel your core actually activating and working from this safe place. Try again, and let's add on one more little piece. So inhale, relax, pelvic floor relaxes, whole belly relaxes. Now, before you even start right here, think about pulling up through the pelvic floor and then pulling these together like you're zipping up from the bottom all the way up to the top. And that is the way that when we're actually activating our core properly, we're able to, lift heavy bags of groceries. If you like to lift weights, if you have a child that you're picking up, whether you're a mom or a grandma, or just doing anything, gardening, we want to be having this active core. And we spend just like honestly about a minute inside every 15-minute routine, setting that focus and intention. And that is like laying the foundation. You can't just put a house up on mud, right? Like you need a strong foundation. And that is just one of the other things that so many core workouts miss. So TVA breath, we got that one down. Next thing, let's do an exercise that trains the TVA, and then I'm gonna hit you with a quick little HIIT exercise that you can do from home. So one of my personal favorites is the boat pose press, because it really gets the deep core working. So we're gonna start the beginner version. You're gonna have your feet flat on the ground, hold on to the backs of your thighs, pulling your shoulders down and back, set the core. So inhale, exhale, like we just practiced. Another thing, if you're having a hard time, is go like a snake, and you'll feel that activation. We're holding that activation and leaning back until we feel that our core is being challenged. Then you're gonna put the hands right here on the thighs. So inhale with a nice open chest. Exhale, press your hands down into your thighs. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but my abs are literally shaking already right now because it's so effective. Eventually, we progress into pressing onto one leg or the other, and then pressing onto both legs with the feet hovering. Inhaling, soften. Exhale, press. So that little bit of resistance that you're creating is so great for working the deep core. You just feel it instantly fire, and you get that feedback. You can tell how different that is to just like laying on your back and doing a bunch of mindless crunches. That's just not gonna do it, right? So that's just one out of literally hundreds of variations and exercises that I walk you through in the full program. Comment core if you haven't already, or tap the link around this video and I'll send you the full workout to check out. Then the last thing, like I said, is smart cardio. So we just do a 4-minute HIIT routine at the end of all of our core work to really just fire it up and get the metabolism going, get those feel-good endorphins going, and just make sure that it is the most efficient and effective workout you could possibly do in 15 minutes, okay? So what I'm gonna show you is an example. It's going to be a yoga-inspired example because all of the movements inside trim core are inspired by yoga. So it's gonna be a little half flow. So you're gonna be in a plank, lower down, upward facing dog, and down dog. And do the same thing, forward, down, up, and back. And we're gonna do this for 20 seconds. And then get 10 seconds rest where you're just catching your breath. We get full body toning as well as focus on the core and the posture, getting that cardiovascular endurance up as well. And then 10 seconds rest. And we repeat that 8 times in total, to get the heart rate up, to help tone the entire body, and to help us to release some weight that's also preventing us from having a flatter tummy. Because like I said, it's a 2-part approach. You could have the strongest, best abs in the world, but if there's an extra 20 pounds covering it, you're not gonna be able to see it. And for women, especially as we get into perimenopause and menopause, a lot of us are storing the weight on our belly. So we don't want to be spending a ton of time doing long, arduous cardio sessions, super intense and over the top things like that can actually put more strain and stress on our body than do us good. So I hope you found this information helpful. There is hope. You can see change if you put in just a little bit of work. It's so much less than you think if you have the right routine and the right approach that's working for you. 15 minutes, 3 times a week, that's all it takes. Let's do this together, and I can't wait to see you on the inside. Big hugs, lots of love. Bye-bye.